Welcome to the Voices of the Motherland Show, right here on the Black Hot Fire Network, media for the 21st century. It is all about a positive vibration, and of course we are coming live from the Nairobi studios. It is just 15 minutes past 2 p.m. right here on the Voices of the Motherland Show, and of course we got some positive vibes coming your way. And remember, my name is Kami, alongside
Joby, welcome to the Voice of the Motherland. Welcome to the show. It's on a Friday, it's on a Easter. Tell us how you're celebrating your Easter. Remember to get hold of us on our social media handles. That is the Voice of the Motherland on Instagram, on Facebook, and of course on Twitter. And if you've missed any of these shows, do remember to get hold of us on www.blackhotfirenetwork, media of the 21st century. We are looking forward to some positive vibes today, of course, Kami.
And that is the word you've had for the one and only, that is at Joby. And remember, guys, feel free to interact with us. Feel free to shoot any question regarding the show, regarding the topic that we do have for you today, because today just gonna be, I think it's gonna be an emotional one at the same time. As much as it's gonna be about fire, it's gonna be emotional, because some people are going to remember what really went down in their lives, and I think it's gonna really hurt for a moment. And at Joby, hi, how you doing? How you doing?
I'm good, Kami. Maybe you?
I'm personally
doing. It's always a vibe whenever we're with Kami in the studio.
Absolutely, that's right, guys. And at Joby, we are ready on a Friday. Just the other day, it was on. It was on a Monday. And I'm like, I think the clock is just really.
It's ticking.
It's so fast that today, if you're really not gonna do what you said for today, itakupita hivyo. That is how we say in Swahili. And Joby, what are you looking forward to this weekend? Considering that this weekend is a unique one, that we have curfew. But this weekend is just so different. What are you looking forward to this weekend?
Well, the weekend has just kicked in, and as we know, definitely it's Easter. People are celebrating Easter. And I was asking myself, most people are used to, going out during on Easter days, going to church, visiting their families and friends, or maybe going out of Nairobi. But man, this one got us different here. I'm just gonna be at home, Kami. I don't know, maybe you invite me at your place.
I think, yes, that's also some good vibe. As much as I just want to say that this weekend is just so different. But Keith got us. We got Netflix, so of course I think it's gonna be Netflix and chill all the time. It's gonna be about Netflix and chill, guys. Remember, this is the Voices of the Motherland Show, right here on the Black Hot Fire Network, media for the 21st century. And if you might have missed, an opportunity to watch some of the shows, you can simply do this by simply logging on to www.blackhotfirenetwork.com, and once you're logged in, you can proceed get to watch some of the videos. You can get to listen to the music. Remember, we just all about some positive music right here. That is what we are all about. You can also proceed, get to read some of the blogs. You can also get to support the stream at www.blackhotfirenetwork.com. Guys, let us know where you're tuning in from and how your Friday is turning out. Of course, this is the second day and the month is April. And before I even get to proceed with the show, there's something that I'd love to remind us at Joby. That do you know, at this particular month, that right now, as much as we Kenyans, yes, we're not that happy because of the curfew and so on, but there's this one particular African country that this month is a month that if they had an opportunity to skip it on their calendar, they'll definitely skip this month. And I'm talking about Rwanda, because on the month of April, this is the time that the Rwandese actually commemorate the genocide that did take place in their country. And they call it Kwibuka. I can't recall the other name, but the last time we were in Rwanda, I could see some placards, some different just billboards written Kwibuka. Kwibuka is just more like Kumbuka. It's remembering. So this is the time that a lot of Rwandese are remembering, their beloved ones and so on. It is a sad day and it is a rainy season. So you can imagine at Joby how it was for them. Moving from one place to another, it is raining. Someone is on your, someone's just like literally chasing you, and any moment they get to spot you, they get to kill you. And I want to ask you at Joby, in terms of the situation that is happening to Rwanda. Do you think that these European nations, with the way that they are like they're just coming to say sorry and that is it, considering that for example, you might have lost your grandmother, you might have lost some relatives, you might have lost your properties, perhaps you really worked hard for that property and now you're back to nil. Do you think that the way these European nations are just coming like, hey, sorry, yes, we did this and this, so we're gonna pay you this amount of money, and this actually gets to happen even after 100 years, even after 60 years and so on? Do you think that they're doing us the right way?
No, definitely I'm not approving of that. I believe, it begins with even our government itself.
True.
They are supposed to be there for us, when it comes to terms of, or in terms of property, whereby you have owned maybe your property for over like 10 years or 20 years, then everything just comes and the tables turn around for you. It's really a hard time. So I don't really approve of this. They should do more than just sorry. Sorry is just a word to fill the void. To feel of which is not even going to take away the pain. So I really don't approve of that.
I agree with you. Thank you so much at Joby. And guys remember, this is the Voices of the Motherland show by two amazing ladies, that is at Joby and at Kalmi. And I do trust that you are doing okay. I do trust that you are doing perfectly okay. And Joby, I don't know if you have interacted with this online. Sometimes back I used to play this game, that is in terms of knowing your spirit animal. I really do not know if it is true, but you get to answer some questions, and after you've done answering, it gets to tell you, or maybe a spirit animal is maybe a snake, a wolf, a panther, and things like that. But here's one thing that I read somewhere. I don't know if it is true.
I don't know.
And because I've seen people, like go to these zoos and then they're hanging the snakes on their neck.
I can't.
Even if it's harmless, trust me. The nightmares, the way I'll be, I think I'll be just a different person. So there's this quote regarding a snake, that a snake is a symbol of transformation, and the reason as to why they say that the snake is a symbol of transformation, it's because they teach us how vital, it is to like shed what no longer serves us. And also another thing is that snakes must literally shade or die. And as painful as letting go of what restricts us can sometimes be, it is what allows us to survive, grow, and thrive. That is a quote regarding a snake, and I was like, as much as you get to fear this animal, not that I'm saying that it is high time you get to pet them and so on, but this quote it makes a lot of sense in terms of a symbol of transformation. And Joby, we've always been caught up in that situation whereby you're like, maybe I'm stuck in this situation and I really don't think I'm going to get out of this, or I'm in this situation, what will my friends say, what will my family say, and so on. But then again, at the end of the day, you are dealing with that situation. So how true is this information regarding the snake being a symbol of transformation?
I think it's true. To me, that the moment you began reading it, and I was like, okay, my mind has already clicked to whatever you want to say, because the snakes always do shade off their is it a dead skin or what? I'll call it a dead skin because I don't know more about it. But it symbolizes it's like symbolizing moving forward and letting go whatever no longer serves you, whatever does not even add any value in your life. You should move on. So I think it's kind of the energy is really saying something positive.
I agree with you, Joey. Thank you so much for that. Guys, remember, this is the Voices of the Motherland show by the one and only at Joby and Akami. Feel free to interact with us. Feel free to interact with us on this particular show. We are just about, talk about a lot of versatile things, but then again, we are taking a short musical break. Remember, it is all about some positive vibrations. It is on a Friday, and we are looking forward to a very, to a great weekend, because if anything, you owe yourself that type of happiness.
Definitely.
I agree with you. Let's get to enjoy some little bit of Lex the Wolf all the way from Nigeria. and the title of the jam is Wabi Sabi. Today it is all about appreciating talent. It is all about appreciating African talent, and I believe one thing for sure, this guy is really working hard. Lex the Wolf coming right here on the Voices of the Motherland show.
Love knows. I'm living my best
I think I started something just the other day. Riding with my top down to life. Messing hard up in the streets with my 10 toes down. Everybody run me right race. 10 toes down. Listen to the rhythm of life. Sound to me like the man blues. I get it and move. Popoti, one. Sure you know, no, say everything there for you. Sure you know, no, sure you know, no, everything there for you. Sure you know, no, say about you there for you. Sure you know, no, say sure you know, no, sure you know, no. Every day I'm trying to live my life. I can live every night getting high and doing it just on my 55. Riding on my hill getting by. Every day I'm trying to live my life and living my mind getting high. Every day I'm trying to live my life. Every day I'm trying to live my life. Every day I'm trying to live my life. I can live every night getting high and doing it just on my 55. Riding on my hill getting by. Every day I'm trying to live my life and living my mind getting high. Every day I'm trying to live my life. Every day I'm trying to live my life. Are you ready or not? If you really or not, that's together. Not the life every day. If you really or not, that's together. I'm living my best life. I'm living my best life. Trying to get it up some more. Trying to get my money and more. Every day I try to live my life. I can live every night getting high and doing it just on my 55. Riding on my hill getting by. Every day I try to live my life and living my mind getting high. Every day I try to live my life. Every day I try to live my life. Every day I try to live my life. I can live every night getting high and doing it just on my 55. Riding on my hill getting by. Every day I try to live my life and living my mind getting high. Every day I try to live my life. Every day I try to live my life.
Love knows.
Hey, Joby, tell me you are not loving this.
Some
Tell me
jam
you are
there.
not loving
Some jam
this.
there, yeah? You know, you're introducing me to some new jams that I never knew about, you know? That's a good vibe. That's a good vibe.
It is all about positive vibes, and let me tell you, Joby, this guy is all the way from he's coming all the way from Nigeria, and I cannot say for sure that this guy is really working extremely hard. Guys, remember, this is just coming live to you from the Black Hot Fire Studios, and of course you are tuning to the Voices of the Motherland show right here on of course a Black Hot Fire Network. It is all about positive vibration, and this guy has sung about everyday him, trying to live his life. It is all about living your life, because at the end of the day, we are living in a society whereby you need to impress people, you need to impress the streets, and that is where we basically go wrong. And Joby, perhaps you have attested to the fact that or of someone, or maybe celebrities who have ended up making, that is, living the fake life on Instagram, but in reality, versus when you get to go to their homestays, or you get to hear from what their neighbors say, they're like, this guy is struggling, or they've borrowed loans and now they're splashing the money, and it reaches a point where they're just bankrupt. Do you know of any celebrities?
I do. Okay, let me say I've just worked with some couple that I won't mention their names. That when you check, they live in the fake life. Oh my God, being an artist is hard. But you're not saying you should give up on your dreams and you go for them. But being a celebrity or being an artist, you must work hard to get the moolah.
True.
You must, or you may be representing yourself out here. Your music career is doing good.
Yeah.
Everything is doing okay. But deep down, trust you me, the industry is not paying you.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've caught up some celebrities who are living the fake life. But when you go deep down to whatever situations that they're going through, or their real life, people are suffering out there.
You've had it from Joby.
Yeah.
I mean, huku nje in Swahili say kuna tu watu wengi wanapenda kufake it as much as they say exactly as much as they say fake it till you make it. Kuna time tuna fake hadi nafika yenyewe hapa nimejipush sana. And guys, before you even get to introduce the main topic of the day, because this topic, like I've told you, some people are just about to get emotional. Some people have just gone through hell with this entire topic that we are about to talk about, and that is the reason as to why you should stay tuned in, and of course get to listen to what we got to tell you, because today it is all about fresh vibes. And before you get to introduce it, at Joby, there are some songs that are trending. Today it was on a Friday, and this is the time that you need to go listen to that song. Go listen to what's
It's on a holiday. It's on a holiday. Yeah?
Exactly, it is on a holiday. Some people right here wameenda kuchoma nyama choma na bia pale nje. Lakini at the end of the day, hustle has to be hustle. You need to really work extremely hard. You need to really be able to do that to build out them. So on the trending songs, we do have a Matata featuring Stella Mwangi. This is all the way from the 254.
Yeah.
And before we even get to talk about other trending songs at Joby, do you think that this collaboration between Stella Mwangi and Matata is going to be a hit, or it is a miss?
Okay, definitely. Is it the Matata group?
Yes.
Definitely.
I know.
That's definitely a hit. As much as I've not had it, you can hear the names. Definitely, Stella Mwangi. Sorry, she's a legend here, as we know. She's sung from since I was in primary or something. This is a legendary, and of course we have the Matata group, which hit during the 2020, the pandemic season, which has brought so much positivity and to the Gengeton career, to the Gengeton group. So definitely this is a jam.
It is a jam. And the Matata sometime back, I think Tulikuwa Campus or something like that. There was a time they participated. There was this dance show that used to air, I think.
In Sakata. It was Sakata. Exactly. Sakata.
Matata was there, and there's this. How do I put it in a way that it won't sound bad? There's this guy. There's this dark guy with. Okay, he has an issue with his eye. Let me just say he has an issue, and I think he gets to outdo most of the dancers. I think he's the choreographer in that group. And Matata versus Stella Mwangi, guys, this is something you really need to take a look at. Remember, we are updating you on some of the songs you can proceed and get to jam to during this weekend. And it does not mean that you only get to jam to these songs during the weekend. You can also, unajua sema nyimbo inatuliza roho. You can get to jump to these songs as many times as possible. We also do have Angela featuring Harmonize, all the way from Tanzania. Okay, I do not know where Angela is from, but Harmonize. Let's talk about Harmonize for a minute. Joey, let's talk about Harmonize for a minute. This guy was in Wasafi, and I want us to do a comparison.
Was in? Why did you was in?
Was in Wasafi.
Is he out?
He's already no longer in Wasafi Records. He formed his own record label. That is the Konde Gang. So back then, when he was in Wasafi, I think he has worked with the likes of Diamond Platinums, and he was really doing quite a good job. That is just my verdict regarding that. And I really do not know what went wrong, because then he was dating his ex-wife, that is at Sarah. I think she was I think she was Italian or something like that.
Italian, yeah.
And you know, there are rumors that Sarah is behind Wasafi. I mean, he's behind the new record label and so on. But right now they have parted ways, so I just do not know who is still managing Harmonize. And I want to ask you, you know, you've heard him the songs that he has been singing recently.
Yeah.
There's this one about Magufuli, and hey, this song has really hit the waves. You know, sometimes as an artist you just get to like work on something, not knowing that a disaster, of course not that we are happy, not knowing that a disaster might happen, and that song will just get to have a lot of views on YouTube. So I want to ask you, do you think that Harmonize, after leaving Wasafi, that he has really, you know, he's really worked hard, considering that you know, the time that he left Wasafi, I think maybe it's 2 years ago, something like that.
Okay.
And you've heard him sing even recently and even his songs before. Do you think that he's making it on his own, ama anafaa jihumble tu arudi kwa Wasafi?
Being honest, I think he should humble because I think there is a Live Alone Harmonize. How is this other dude called? Live Alone Diamond. There is a, how is he called? How is this dude called?
It's not a
the one who has sung with Zuchu. Rayvanny.
Yes.
Rayvanny is really taking over. I do remember there was a time Konde Boy was really the only guy.
BFF with Diamond.
Yeah, Diamond. They were all over, like taking over music. But right now Rayvanny is really taking it to the world. But you know, I think Wasafi is the biggest label in Tanzania, if I'm not wrong. It was formed by Diamond, if I'm not wrong also. It includes the Diamond group, but he's the one who has made it grow. Diamond, you know. So Konde Boy, tuliza boli, rudi chini kidogo, rudi chini. You know, we women. It's that time we just accept we women are the legendary here.
Exactly.
If she's the one who helped you to build up that label, and now
now he's dating someone by the name Kajala. I'm not saying that single women with kids, or let me use the word divorcees. I'm not saying that divorcees shouldn't get love again.
Yeah.
If they feel that they still love out there, well, then again.
But yeah, I just feel like his career is really going down.
Sloping down.
It's really going down. He's getting into scandals. And trust me, the moment you're trying to get into scandals in this industry, your name is always gonna be shady. Itakuwa na matope mengi na hivyo ndo utapotea. That's how you're gonna get lost in the industry.
Kwanza, what actually irritated me about Rayvanny, okay, he has done, there's this song that is called Gonde Saki or something like that, with some Sudanese guy. Let me tell you, I'm gonna play the song some other time. It's just a hit. But you know what irritated me about Harmonize is the fact that when the news regarding Magufuli, you know, was out, this guy went ahead crying and recording himself. I mean, guy, you got your phone, you're snapping on your phone like, hey, I'm crying.
Man.
Even if you wanted to trend, I mean, everybody was so emotional about the demise of Magufuli. But him going ahead, you know, there's just some things that these celebrities get to do, and you're like, I think it's too much. Anyway, moving on from Tanzania, let's go a little bit to the entertainment industry in Buganda, because there's also talent in there. And now for me, any Ugandan artist that you feel is really doing the best, could be a she or a he.
Okay, that's a challenge.
I know their names are just quite hard.
Okay, that's a challenge because I do remember the only time Uganda did hits like properly. That's when I was still in primary. We had Chameleon, we had Juliana. Those were the people who made
Juliana Kanyamozi.
Those were the people who made the Ugandan, you know, the Ugandan music to hit up, and you know, for like people to get opportunities and to see like if they can make it in the industry. But right now, I haven't heard of any. Just no, I'm not hating or anything, but no, honey. I've not had anything.
In Uganda, we do have Cindy.
Okay, I think
she's
she was a little bit lost. Okay, so I won't support her. You know why? Because I remember there was a time, this time that how is it called? Omale.
Yeah.
Omale and Tams. Is it Tams? Omale and Tams went to perform in Uganda, and Omale was arrested. Cindy was the one behind all this trouble.
Whoa.
She let me just say kinda, I don't wanna use the wrong term, but I'm just gonna say she kinda bitched about it. and it was really crazy.
Maybe to her, she saw competition.
No, with come on, this guy is from Nigeria.
I know.
He's just coming to perform in your country. So why would you go on and just start
maybe
for no reason?
maybe she thought that in terms of the audience, that the audience would be more drooled over him, and maybe I do not know, but of course that was some hate. I understand.
That is being tribal. I'm gonna call that being tribal because it's like you're not supporting the other artists, and you expect when you go to Nigeria or her, if she goes to Nigeria to be given the a positive kind of vibe when she's giving negative vibe in her own country.
Exactly.
No, honey, it does not work like that. But anyway, whatever.
I understand. You understand. I've just agreed with your point, and I just want to talk about Eddie Kenzo. That is where I was heading to in terms of Uganda. You remember the Jama City Aloso?
Yeah.
That was something so amazing all the way from Uganda. And right now, Eddie Kenzo has also a new song. Remember, we are updating you on some of the trendiest songs right here, of course, in East Africa before we get to other platforms as well. We are taking a short musical break, but when we will be back, we'll get to venture directly to the topic of the day. And the topic of the day is in regards to scamming sites. How many times have you denied yourself happiness? Have you saved that money aside? There's just times, Joby, when you have money, you're like, this money, I'm not going to touch it. Let me just set this one aside because I want to maybe pimp my house or pimp myself
for us to jump
something
to
like that. And you just know how much you get to hustle to get that money. And there's just someone there who knows that they'll get to talk in a certain type of way. The human mind, it is easy to get to. It is easily manipulated. Exactly. So, guys, that is basically the topic that we do have today. Joby is gonna give us our own experiences. Feel free to interact with us. Feel free to give us your own experiences also. We are taking a short, of course, a break, and still we are jumping to more of Nigerian music. This is Energy by the one and only act Lex the Wolf.
Energy, I need a positive energy. I need a positive energy. I need a positive energy. Oh yeah.
Let me see your energy. I can feel your energy. I can feel your energy. Can you see the energy? Don't let me feel the energy. I can feel your energy. I can smell the energy. I can feel the
energy. I need a positive energy. I need a positive energy. I need a positive energy. Oh yeah.
Please don't let me see your energy. I can feel your energy. Please don't let me see your energy. Please don't let me
Energy by the one and only Lex the Wolf right here on the Voices of the Motherland show. And my name is Kami alongside
Joby. It's all about positivity here. We don't want negative energy. Positive energy only.
Kabisa.
Yeah.
Hapo sawa kabisa. And Joby, moja kwa moja, yani tuende moja kwa moja katika mada ya leo. Oh, Maswahili teacher, give me a trophy. I was almost forgetting what is the title of the word. I mean, what is in terms of the title of the topic? Oh, it's murder in Swahili. Not murder to murder someone, but murder is basically a topic. And I just want Joby to introduce this topic in terms of you being scammed. How many times have you lost your money to these online sites? Not only online sites, perhaps you just bumped into someone maybe in town. This actually happens most of the time in Nairobi. I believe sometime we'll get to cover that one, Loki. That you get to bump into someone, and the way they get to call you with a respect, with some love. They're like, hey sister, there's this package and this. You just need to pay this amount of money for you to receive this. And because you asked, to give $20 for a product that is worth even maybe let's say $100, you feel like, hey, that is some good deal. I'm gonna do that.
Yeah.
Joby, please. The platform is all yours.
Whoa, Kami, you don't want me to spill don't want me to spill the beans because hey, I've been scammed a lot of times.
Yeah.
I don't remember even last week I was selling spikes when I was here. When I was coming to work, it is not even a long time ago, but I've been scammed not once, not twice, not thrice. Nairobi, mji wa wajanja. Hi. So I was coming to work. I think it was last week, and I bumped to this woman. They were standing somewhere with a Voxy, and so many people were there. And I was like, okay, what's really going on here? But I was minding my business, so I'm busy. I'm like, I'm really going to get late for work, so let me just push my legs as fast as I can because I'm not using a cab. I'm using a public means of transport. So I bump into this woman and she's like, okay, take this. This is a free T-shirt. And I'm like, okay, we're Safaricom. Are you using a Safaricom line? And I'm like, yeah, I'm using a Safaricom line. And they were like, you have to play some certain, I don't know, there were some stickers on a certain board. There were 4. You had to pick a number. So whichever number you pick, it's whatever you have won. So I picked number 8, and I'm like, okay, I'm really getting late for work, but let me just do this quick.
That's the inner voice.
Let me just do this very quick. They were like, you've won a T-shirt, a free T-shirt. There's a free T-shirt from Safaricom, and since you're using a Safaricom line, we're gonna give you an umbrella. What does the number start with? And I was like, 48. Wow, 48. They get an umbrella. I'm like, okay, so numbers. It is.
You are like, this is my lucky day.
So like, okay, let me go for this. They were like, pick a number. I picked number 8, and there were the sticker had 2 special gifts, 2 special XX gifts. I think 2 extra gifts or something. That's what it meant. Now like, whoa. So they were like, you've won a laptop and a phone, honey. I've just lost my phone. I misplaced my phone in town. Town is full of scammers. Even your friends are scammers. Let me tell you. Even your friends are scammers. I just misplaced my phone, and now these people just out of me have won a laptop and a phone. And I was like, God,
what sort of a miracle?
I was just like, God, what an amazing morning is this?
I know.
A T-shirt, an umbrella, now a phone and a laptop, and I'm like, okay.
You was about to brag all the way. I know the feeling.
So like, whoa, okay, I'm going with this. I don't know if I should go back home first to drop them or I should go with them at work. That's already in my mind.
Picture.
Yeah. So they were like, okay, since there are 2 extra gifts.
I love this.
Since there are 2 extra gifts, you have to take 2 extra laptops and 2 phones. So instead, you can pick one, either 1 laptop and 1 phone, and the other one, we're gonna give you 40,000 Kenyan shillings.
Hey.
Do you know that is a certain amount that you can open up a business with?
Exactly.
And you're good to go. I was like, wow, God, today's my day.
I mean, you've shown me delight.
I went for it. So they were like, come and give us your name. We want to give you the receipt so that this does not look like a scam. And I'm like, okay, what's your name? I'm giving out my name. Give us your number. Do you have your phone? I'm like, no, I don't have a phone. So that's why I'm so even happy that you guys have already won a phone, you know. So they're like, no, before you pick the money, you have to pay 9,000. So are you going to pay in cash or are you going to pay it via M-Pesa? And I was like, I'm going to pay in cash because these people, at the back of my mind, I'm like, you know, I'm going to win 40,000.
Yeah.
So, you know, I can just take 9K from it and just pay this whole thing. It's not a big deal.
Exactly.
I mean, I'll be left with 31,000, which is still a lot. It's still a lot, and considering the economy. So like, all right. So they're like, are you still going to pay the money in cash or M-Pesa? I'm insisting, I'm paying in cash. So where's the money? Can you give us the money? I'm like, you people have not given me the 40,000. So what are you telling me? What are you telling me that I should give you the money? No, you're supposed to take the money from your pocket so that after you signing this whole thing, we can give you now the 40,000 shillings.
Robbery
it's right
daylight.
Here. It's right here. And there are two women, two ladies. The one writing the receipt, she's seated at the back of the Voxy, and the one giving the money, she's the driver on the Voxy. So I'm like, wow. That's when my mind clicked, like, this is a scam. This is a scam. I'm like,
and it looks so legit.
I just told them, let me just go replace my line because since I don't have a phone, I can replace my line and come back, and I can use anyone's phones here, right? So like, yeah, just go and come back. Funny, that's when I just walked all the way to come back.
You survived.
Just got to get to work.
Because I think in the signing, perhaps, you know, even if you went to report them, you had already signed maybe the deal. And you know, for most people, you don't take your time to like read the entire article and know the terms and conditions.
Nairobi.
Girl, you're lucky. Guys, that is Joby's experience. Let us know your experience. Have you ever been conned before? How was it like for you? I can just imagine if Joby went ahead and paid that amount of money. Joby, trust me right now. And those people maybe drove off or they started, you know, because there are many.
They did. Actually, I've seen them today in archives.
That is the place actually where they are. Archives Caribbean Madonna Pongio to get to a
that's where they were in the morning. So like, whoa, these people don't even dare touch me. Don't.
Hey, me, you know, most of the time when they touch me, don't touch me. There is COVID in this. There's COVID. Do not touch me. I don't want any germs and things like that. I'm just, you know, you either be rude to them or you either fall prey, you know, or...
And most of them, mind you, they use madawa. They have some, I don't know how to call them.
Juju, let's just say
juju, something like that. That whenever they touch you, you're gonna get confused and you can fall for their trap. Trust you me. I don't know how they managed to do this. But I remember there was also another scam that happened. Kami, you're gonna give us yours because before I jump on.
No. Okay. I'm just about to give us ours, but guys, remember to give us your details. Have you ever been scammed before? And that walk back to your house when you realize you were scammed. How was that work? Because that is the time you're like, Lord,
stupid.
I'm going to repent every other sin. Please bring back my properties and products. Let me tell you, the time I just coming and the theft is just all the same. This time I was in campus, you know, just so excited. Even people from your place, let me call it the village, they are even happy. They get to buy you products. So I remember my uncle bought me one of the most expensive phones. That, I mean, after my mom hanging hear that phone because she was like, that is a lot of money.
Was it BlackBerry?
No, it was not BlackBerry, but it was the latest Nokia. I think it was 23 Gs and something like that. That is the $23. And in our class, I actually had the most expensive phone because everyone used to like borrow it to take pics and so on, you know, back from high school. So I'm just like walking back, and then this lady greets me. She's like, hi, you know, she's an elderly lady, and she's like, hi, we've lost our way. We're just looking for a children's home to take a certain kid to hospital. You know, the moment you greeted her, you know, then there was no COVID, so I greeted her. And let me tell you, I do not know what happened. It was a lady and two other ladies in the cab and a guy, a driver. And then she's like, we parked our car there, but we're just so confused as to where that hospital is. And then she's like, someone has given us a certain direction, but we're not sure. Since she knew that I'm just from that particular area, sorry, I'll definitely know the way. I'm like, yes, I'm gonna take you there. Trust me, Joby, I do not know what came over me. And then I just left from a classmate's house. I was going to copy movies. No, back then you go get some movies that your classmates have and so on. This is a new laptop. Mind you, it was not my laptop. It was a laptop belonging to the girlfriend. So he was like, since you're going that same direction, please take this to her. girl, I entered that vehicle. Before anything, they're like, give us your phone. I mean, I was just obeying everything that they were telling me. And we drove off, even past the police station. I'm not even still aware of my surrounding. I'm just there, like, seated, everything. And then they're just more like a prophesying and things like that. Oh, we've seen you. You know, all these types of prophecy. Like, I think I know this story. I think this is something that has ever. Joby gonna kill me with the expressions. I think this is something that I've ever gone through. And then they told me, you know, there were many people in the car, like 3 ladies and the guy. Then the lady alighted, and then she came back. And then the other lady told her, you know, her story about her life. And then she's like, oh yeah, it is true, actually, this has happened, and so on and on. And then they told me, okay, it's your time, then just leave your phone and your bag. You just go, just here, you see, it's just a distance, you can see the car.
Yeah.
And just stand there for about 5 minutes, and then walk back to the car, and then we'll tell you what's everything happened. I mean, in terms of life and so on. Joby, let me tell you, Juju is real. I just left everything there. Remember there was a policeman standing there.
Yeah.
I just left everything in the car. I walked.
And
After
you have someone's laptop.
I have someone's laptop, which is a new laptop, a 40,000. That is a $40 worth laptop.
That's when at that moment, you know.
Joby, when I came to realize, the car had already gone off. And when I'm asking people, have you seen a white Toyota that was here? They're like, girl, you've been standing here for some time. We do not know what you're talking about. Then, you know, approaching the traffic police is like, I go to the police station, the Kenyan police. I went there crying. You know, I started crying from the stage.
I know.
Almost a distance of a kilometer.
Losing
crying.
a phone, a laptop, and it's not yours.
I had to like pay back that laptop. So I'm like, guys, Juju is real. Joby had just told you that there's a way they get to like, maybe you greet them and that is it. You're just under their power. And even as much as it is not Juju, Joby, there's also these pyramid schemes. I think it was called, what was the name of this pyramid scheme? That you was told, you know, to invest a certain amount of money, then you get something for likes, public likes.
Okay.
The other time we also did have public likes. Here you're told you invest in certain amount of money. At the end of the week you get to withdraw. Actually, a lot of people did get to withdraw and so on, and you know, it had gained a lot of popularity. Only for it to reach a point where I think this company is now making billions because people had now, you know, gained the trust with this. And I think a lot of people even did get to bet their entire salary. Joby, let me tell you. People are locked out of their houses. Some people committed suicide because of the amount of money they had, put placed in these particular sites. And I'm telling you, online scamming, it can either make you mad, it can make you lose your self-esteem. And let me tell you, since that day, Joby, I became rude to everyone. You know, you can't just say hello to me. I won't respond because this lady approached me and she was more like into the Bible things and so on.
They're very polite whenever they
she was actually so into the biblical things. I'm like, you know, I've never really taken my time, you know, to like get to listen to a preacher. But that day I was like, okay, this is an elderly lady. There's nothing she's gonna do. Only for me to realize at the station that a lot of people have been conned through the same situation. They're trying to tell me to identify the lady and so on. Till today, I just remember her dentition. That is everything I can remember. The rest,
you never see them again.
Exactly.
You never see them again. And this just reminds me of the same story, which happened to me. I think last year, last year, not even so far. Last year, whereby I met this guy and he was like, he followed me for quite a long distance. It was just like insisting, you know, hey, you look good, you look smart, you look smart, you look smart. And I'm like, okay, thank you so much, you look smart. And before I had to board a bus, you know, public means of transport, and he was like, can I take your number? I'm like, no, maybe next time. And he's like, this is town, so how am I gonna see you next time? I'm like, okay, he's good looking, maybe we can be friends or anything, so why not? I give him my number. So after some 2-3 weeks, this guy calls me each and every day, or let's say maybe twice a week. Hi, how are you doing? Just saying hi. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. So one of the Saturday evenings, he calls me and he's like, whoa, Joby, where are you? I'm like, I'm home. Tomorrow, what are you doing? It's on a Sunday. Tomorrow is on a Sunday. I'm like, I'll be just at home. Can you just come? Maybe we go to church. And I'm like, whoa, who's this heaven-sent person? Telling me to go to church because it's been ages before I went to church.
I know.
I'm like, whoa.
The angels had your prayer.
Yeah. So I was like, whoa, this is really a good. He must be a good person. So let me know. You know. let me try to get to know him better. So I'm like, all right, here we go. I wake up in the morning on Sunday, I dress up, I'm all cleaned up, glammed up, dressed so well, so good and so mannered to go to church, you know. When I call him, when I'm ready, I call him and I'm like, you know, I'm ready. So where are we supposed to meet? So where is the church? He's like, you're supposed to meet in town because our church is along, I think it was Ngara or something. I'm like, okay, let me get to town. Then the moment I get to town, then I'll call you. And he's like, okay, fine. You can. The moment you arrive in town, do let me know because our driver.
Really?
Let me just put that in
You
quotes.
have a driver?
Yeah, I'm like, okay, these people are really rich, you know. Our driver has just dropped off my parents to church, so definitely is coming to pick us up. I'm like, okay, all right. I won't even spend much of my money.
I know.
You know, I'm gonna save some. Okay, so yeah, I am in town. Then this guy tells me, you know, my mom wanted a software. I think it was a software or something for the laptop or a computer. My mom wants a software, so okay, can you take me to the back street so that I can get it? I'm like, why not? How many? We have some few minutes before, you know, it's time for church. It was a little bit early, so I'm like, okay, let's go. Yeah, I am Joby all over. I'm being dragged all over, but at the places I'm really being, you know, being taken to, it's places. Yeah, they
I don't know. Then you'll go for like, hey,
this
can
person
I
is
survive
taking
even crossing the other side if I use this path?
This is taking you into some corners that you've never even passed yourself when you're walking in town. I'm like, hey, you friend, this place is no, me, I'm not comfortable walking here. Plus, look at me, I'm already dusty all over. Like I'm already getting dirty, and we're not even yet to church. I mean, you're even wasting time. And it's like, okay, even this person I'm calling him he's not even picking up the phone. Can you help me with the phone? Maybe he's gonna recognize a new number. Like, why not? I'm lending this person my phone. Then he starts walking. Then I'm like, no, something tells me, my instincts never lie. Something told me, no, follow this guy. So when I followed him, he was like, hey, when you don't trust me, you think I'm going with your phone where? I'm like, okay. I don't feel comfortable. Just make the call and give me back my phone. I don't feel comfortable not staying with my phone on my pocket. And he's like, okay, chill out. We're going to Adams and we're going to pick up the software. Then we run to church. Okay, I'm like, Adams, then again Ngara. I mean, this is a lot. And I'm like, okay. I think I was already under the influence because this guy hugged me. So I'm just doing everything he's telling me.
Telling you.
Yeah, everything he's telling me, I'm just following. I'm not like, you know, I'm not that conscious like, hey, you can you just go back home or something. So here we are at Adams. I remember it was there at Naivas Mall here. Hey, so we reached a certain point hapo chini kuna mali kuna Masai Market, I guess. So I saw this certain beads, but this is a kufunga. I think you know those two beads. They're made of beads, the Masai beads. So I saw one of them and it was really pretty, and I was like, I really want to get this one. I told him, can you get me this one? Because you need, I mean, you have a driver.
You have a driver, so what is the risk for you?
There's a rich kid, you know. You have a driver, so can you get me this one? He's like, nah, wait, let us get the software, then I'll come back. I'm like, no, so we're supposed to go to church, so let's just pick at once as we go. And he's like, he refused. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get it to myself. So he borrows me my phone. Again, the guy starts walking. So I followed him. I told the mama, you wait, I'm coming back, okay? I'm coming to pay. Just wait, I go and come back. The moment I'm following this guy, he's walking really faster. He's really walking at a pace that I can't even catch up. I'm like, wait, I'm calling, hey, where are you going? Where are you going with my phone? I'm not going anywhere with my phone. I mean, with the phone, we've come all the way from town. I've known you for this quite longer period, you know. How comes you don't trust me? I mean, at this certain point, I'm like, no. I just don't feel comfortable you going with my phone anywhere, plus not me staying with my phone in my pocket. So I don't know how he managed to trick me, but the last thing I could remember is I was left in Adams all alone, standing there. I had no transport with me. My money was in the M-Pesa. I was left stranded in Adams. Then I managed somehow, because of the numbers I think after he left, that's when the whole thing,
after you've gone, that is when you get to like,
the medicine disappeared, because he told me stand there for 5 minutes. Trust me, I stood there for 5 minutes.
Damn.
For 5 minutes waiting for this person. Then I'm like, no, wait. What are you doing here, Joby? Why are you standing here? So by the moment I'm going to check, I'm asking the guards, have you seen this kind of person? And I'm like, is there? Like, no. I'm explaining the situation. They're like, girl, you've been conned.
I know.
You've been conned and you don't
That is
know.
heartbreaking. Joby, I feel it because I was there before. I mean, this is the point whereby I'm like, if these thieves get caught by the public,
But that wasn't his day, because I managed to get back my phone. I met him in town. I after me being gloomy and everything, I was just asking God, why do you decide for my phone to get lost right now? My projects are just starting right now. My projects were starting by then, and I'm like, why now? Why God? Why now? I have communications right there. Why now? Phones right now, they're like offices. When you compare with the COVID-19 cases and the pandemic, people are now using the phones like offices and everything. So when I met him in town and I was like, wait, let us in Yango. Then he's like, where did you think I was going with your phone? You left me in Adams,
boy. You should have gotten some beating.
Some women were telling me, why did you scream? Beat this person, but I'm like, no. Thank God he had just returned my phone, but he had removed the line.
Whoa.
And he was going to flash the phone.
Whoa.
No,
girl, that was a very, very sad experience. Let me tell you, the moment I see these thieves getting beaten, sometimes I used to be so remorseful about them, but let them because the more you're conned, the moment you just set aside maybe your money to do a certain project, and you're like, I'm gonna need this, I'm gonna do this and this, and then boom, someone is out there just waiting for you to work so hard, get out of your comfort and get that money, and they're gonna steal it. And let me just read this comment. We are almost running up the show. Matthew Muriki said, Avoy Canero is bad. Canero basically is Nairobi backwards. That is the new slang. It is bad. Actually, you need to be on the there is a alert. If you're not alert, somebody's gonna go away with your gadgets and everything. And Ponzi said Canero conmen and Niwengi bro, exactly, there are many of them. Guys, let us know your view regarding this. Let us know if you have ever been conned before and how was the experience for you, because that is the topic of the day. And we are almost winding up the show. Thank you so much, Joby. I do, they say that a problem shared is
a problem solved.
Exactly, it is sort of solved, because I understand, you like again starting from zero and so on, it's just not so easy. And to those who are tuning into the show, we really appreciate you. Remember, this has been the Voices of the Motherland show. We are just almost running up the show. It has been all about experiences. Have you ever been conned before? That is basically what we are waiting for. Let us know if you have ever been conned before, and how was the experience for you when you are conned? Walking back home and you realizing, hey, man, I've lost everything. That is the point you get to question yourself. That is the point you get to feel your self-esteem has gone low. That is the point you get to feel like, hey, I think right now where it has reached, I think where it has reached, just let it just be. But guys, thank you so much for keeping it the Voices of the Motherland show. It has been a delight. It has been a pleasure interacting with you guys. Remember, you can simply get logged onto
www.blackfire.network.
Absolutely. And once you are logged in, you can proceed and get to listen to some of the music. You can get to read some of the blogs. You can get to play, that is to listen to the music. I've earlier on said that. You can get to donate to support the stream. We also highly appreciate that. Joby, give the family a parting shot before you get to go to the weekend mode.
Well, no, I don't have much to say. Just be careful out there of these scammers, because the next time you come on to me, trust me, as I say, I'm gonna slap the hell out of you. Nowadays I'm just always conscious whenever I meet up with someone in town, even when someone is trying to talk to me. I think it was on Wednesday when I was coming to work. There was someone who was trying to follow me. They're like insisting, no, hey, how are you? You look smart. Hey, how are you? I'm like, where? No. Then there was this guy who saw me raising my eyebrows, like, then he laughed. When you're under mask, then you're just like, you're annoying me. Like,
I know.
My friend, you're annoying me.
You really need to be on the lookout. Guys, it is all about staying woke. It is all about you trying your best not to fall a victim, because some people have lived to tell their story. Some people have not lived to tell their story. Some people have actually lost their lives regarding this. We have come to the end of the show, and thank you so much to everyone who did get to tune in. We really appreciate you for your feedback. Remember, it's simply at www.blackoutfirenetwork.com. You can proceed and give us your feedback regarding the topic. And also, we are wishing you a great weekend. Remember to always stay safe, because safety is what matters. In this world, you do not need to rush your death. Let me tell you, there's just a lot of positive things that the world gets to offer us.
And of course, we had promised you some karaoke, but I see time is really right. It's really running.
Oh, perhaps Joby can just do a chorus.
No, she's turning the tables onto me. She's really turning the tables onto me. I think we're gonna do this next Friday.
Sure thing.
Yeah, because time is really winding up. But thank you so much for everyone who has really tuned in. It has been a pleasure. It's all about positivity here. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for streaming on, and I hope you get to spend the weekend in a very wonderful way.
Absolutely.
Keep your masks on and sanitize your hands.
Absolutely. That is the word. Go. Let us enjoy more of the Lagos City by the one and only Lex the Wolf. It's a rap.